Recently, we've seen a lot of big theme park stories. Palace being sold to Hershend, a bunch of the coasters being shut down, including King Nakata and such. We've known Six Flags has been on a purge of roller coasters, but now they're closing a whole park. Six Flags America is set to close at the end of the season. Its last operating day, November 2nd, and all the rides will be shut down, and the property it sits on will be sold for future developments by other companies that's not Six Flags. So yeah, this is basically what's going on. So if you came from YouTube Short, you probably know the whole rundown, but I'll just go over it again for people who clicked on it, not on the short. So the new Six Flags Entertainment Company that's Cedar Fair and Six Flags has decided that Six Flags America is not valuable enough to their portfolio of parks and have decided to shut it down. Instead, are deciding to sell the land, which they believe will be a more profitable turnout than if they were to keep the park there. I think this is really sad because many people called Six Flags America their home park, and now people in DC have to drive an hour and a half to King's Dominion, and that'd be their new home park. Is King's Dominion a lot better? Definitely, but people who had Six Flags America at their home park probably loved it. I had the potential of going next year because my family was planning on taking a trip to the DC area, but now I don't really because it's going to be gone by then. So I probably will not be able to go to the park in my lifetime, which is very sad. But on my DC trip, I will be able to see the plot of land it sits on, or formerly sits on, so, that's something. But anyways, they have a bunch of rides, so I'm going to tell you where I think these rides are going to end up, and even if I don't think they're going to end up anywhere, I'm going to tell you where I think the most probable relocation for each of them are, even though I think some of them are not getting relocated. First up, we have Superman Ride of Steel. This intimate mega coaster is probably the best in the park, but because of its size and stature, I do not think it's going to be relocated. I think this thing's just way too big for Six Flags America to move. What I think will actually happen to it is they're probably going to take some parts from it and send them up to Darien Lake, because Darien Lake has a clone of this, also named Ride of Steel. They also just got new trains, so they'll definitely send those up to Darien Lake to help improve that coaster too. But if I had to pick a place for it to go, I'd probably send it up to Great Escape. They don't really have that star attraction, and Six Flags has been putting a good bit of investment in them with Bobcat recently, so there's a potential that they get this one, but there actually is not a potential because no way they're relocating this. Then we have Batwing. This is the final surviving of the original Vekoma Flying coasters, not their new age one like Fly at Phantasialand. And I think they're probably going to finally put the axe on this coaster model. They got rid of Nighthawk, they got rid of the one at Kings Island, which I'm blanking on the name of right now, so I do not see them saving this one. Which is a shame because this is the last surviving of the models, so I'll probably never get a ride of Vekoma original Flyer. But if it did get relocated, maybe they'd send it to one of their Texas parks. There's a potential that they do not make it a Batman theme and they send it to over Texas or something. I don't know. I'm just brainstorming. Then we have Firebird. This is the original B&M. It originally opened at Six Flags Great America as Iron Wolf, a stand-up roller coaster, but was relocated to Six Flags America and rebranded as Apocalypse. It was still a stand-up roller coaster, but then it got converted to a sit-down, floorless roller coaster and renamed the Firebird, which is the form it's in right now. This is probably the big thrill roller coaster that I think has the best potential of relocation. This is only because A, it's the original B&M, and B, it's already been relocated before. I think they might finally throw either Valley Fair or Michigan's Adventure a new roller coaster, because I don't think either of them have a B&M, and I think that'd be a good fit for either of the two parks. Then there is Roar. This is a PTC Woody with a less than stellar reputation, and this has zero chance of getting relocated. This is the wooden roller coaster, A, and B, it's really rough, and C, it's a wooden roller coaster, and D, it's a wooden roller coaster. So there's no shot they would even try to relocate it. But if they do relocate it, just give it to New England. Because why not? That's the only park I can think of. You know what? They're shipping it to Fuji-Q Highland in Japan. Then we have Professor Screamore's Skywinder, a Vekoma SLC with a less than stellar reputation also, and it used to be called Mind Eraser, but it got repainted with the new Steamtown area. No way they're going to relocate it. I think they're kind of trying to cut ties with the Vekoma SLCs like many other parks are, but yeah, I doubt they're actually going to move this anywhere. But if they did, maybe they'll just give it to Laurent. I don't know why, I just see this as a good fit for that park. Then we have Raging Cajun. This is a little spinning roller coaster that was also once located at Great America. They really do love stealing roller coasters from Great America at America. I actually do think this has the best potential of being relocated. I mean, it's already been relocated before, and it's a simple ride to relocate, and it's pretty marketable wherever you put it. Where it's going to go, they'll probably give it to a park like Worlds of Fun, Michigan's Adventure, or potentially Valley Fair, but I'd like to see it back at Great America. They probably have a room somewhere in the park for it, especially in the New Orleans section, or the Mardi Gras one. Then we have the Great Chase. A little tiny kids coaster, nothing really special though. And I do think it's going to be relocated. And the park I say it's going to is actually going to be Six Flags Great America. Why? This is because they're getting a brand new revitalized family area. So I think that they could stick this coaster in their brand new family area, give it a new repaint, new theming, and I think that'd fit perfectly. And then Great America can finally get back at America for stealing all their roller coasters. And finally, we have Joker's Jinx, a premier LIM launch coaster, a clone of Poltergeist at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. It's a pretty solid coaster. I doubt it will actually get relocated. Instead, they'll probably just use it for parts for Poltergeist and Flight of Fear, the other LIM coasters at those parks that have it. But if I had to relocate it, I'd probably give it to Six Flags New England just because they need a better launch coaster. This has to be one of the crazier stories to come out of the recent theme park news. I mean, they just revitalized the whole section of their park with that Steamtown, repainted a bunch of rides, and then got a bunch of new flat rides too. So yeah, very surprising. I would like to get on some of these roller coasters before they close, but I'm probably not going to get the opportunity to get down there this summer or this fall to get to the park before it closes. So that's just kind of my thoughts. Thank you for watching this video. I'd probably take my opinions with a grain of salt because I'm not really a professional at this roller coaster stuff yet. So, but I mean, if you want to, then you can. But yeah, subscribe for more content like this and for shorts almost every day.